20 of my 30-day series where I'm sharing my stories, my lived experience, and building a personal brand. Today, I want to talk about how you can become a confident public speaker. See, people often ask me, how did I get the confidence to step onto the TEDx stage? And I always say, well, the confidence didn't just magically appear before I stepped onto that red circle. It was built long before that. Now, here are 4 things that I did that helped me. I trusted that my lived experience mattered. So when I first started writing my TEDx talk, I remember thinking, why would anyone want to hear about my journey in the chicken shops? How boring. And then I realized something, that the chicken shops weren't just the story. They were the wisdom, the resilience, the reinvention, the leadership. And that was the story. That's where the gold was. So I decided to have a bit of fun with it. I remember opening up my TEDx talk saying, one day my husband just walked in and said, why don't we start that little chicken shop we always spoke about? And I said, well, I remember thinking, well, I don't remember talking about a chicken shop. Do I look like a chicken lady? I was standing there in my Christian Louis Vuitton red bottom heels. And I said, do these shoes belong in a chicken shop? And that got the laugh. And it was really intentional because humor breaks the ice. It relaxes the audience. It helps people connect with you. And I also realized that if you make people laugh, they lean in more and they want to know the rest of the story, because the chicken shops weren't really the story. They were the vehicle for all of my lessons. And number 2, I backed it with research. My TEDx talk was called The Midlife Advantage, Why Your Greatest Success Can Come After 40. And I wasn't sharing my opinion, I backed it with facts. I shared research from Harvard Business Review showing that women over 40 are one of the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in the world. And I said that more women are leaving traditional careers to start businesses at record rates. And when you combine your lived experience with credible research, your message becomes so much more powerful. And number 3, I practiced every single day. I recorded my TEDx and then I listened to it every single day on my walks and in the car and even before I went to sleep. So I wasn't trying to memorize every word. I was becoming familiar with the message and the story. And the more I listened to it, the more natural it became. So repetition builds confidence. And number 4, I became the speaker way before I stepped on that stage. So long before the TEDx, I visualized myself standing on that red circle. I imagined the audience. I practiced my breathing. I saw the people applauding. And I kept saying to myself, this is going to be a triumph. I saw it before it even happened, because confidence doesn't come first. Action comes first. Confidence is what you earn when you show up enough times. Now, if you're waiting until you feel confident, you will be waiting a very long time. You have to take the deep breath, take the step, because each step gives you more and more confidence along the way. It's something that you build. So follow along as I share my story, my lived experience, and building a personal brand, one story, one lesson, and one day at a time. I'll see you tomorrow.